All right, Triller family, I'm Davo. I'm excited to be here. A big day here at the Triller House in Miami, Florida. I'm here with an amazing talent, an incredible talent. I mean, you do so many things now. You're an actress, a writer, an award-winning director that we can get into about that, a musician, and just an incredible person. Mi familia, my sister, Bella Thorne.
Oh, I love
What's
you,
up,
Dana.
buds? I love you
Thank
too.
you for the amazing intro.
Of course. We'll work on that too. So tell us a little bit about your involvement in Triller, what you're doing out here in Miami, and how it's been so far.
Well, I'm just really excited to, make the partnership with Triller. I think the app is amazing. And so I'm just so happy that this really worked out and that we've been able to really create this partnership. And, it just means a lot that they fuck with it, that
Yeah.
the support means a lot. So I'm really happy to
And
be
we
here.
can say stuff like, we fucks with it.
Yeah, and we can say stuff like we fuck with it. Yeah.
So now you have a little Latin flavor, you're Cubana, so you're Cuban. So what's it like being in Miami? What's that vibe, that temperature?
It's so good to be back home. It's so interesting every time I come back. I have so many great feelings, mixed feelings. It's good to be back with my people, though. I think that's the best part. Being back with my culture it's fun, and being so closed off in LA. It's a completely different experience when you hang out with the Latin culture. Everyone's so alive and bright and interested, and it's a really strong community. So yeah, it's good to be back.
You like to be with your gente.
Yeah.
And you like empanadas also, right?
Yeah. I like so many things.
So many things.
Yeah.
All right, so now I said you've done everything, acting, writing, directing. When did this transition happen with music, and what is it about music that inspires you and wanted to make you dive into that?
Well, I started music when I was young with Disney. And originally I was just really scared, and I didn't want to do it because everyone wanted to just release music, and I really wanted to work on my voice. And that was like my biggest struggle was, no, I need to learn how to sing. You can't just put me up on stage and say, we're going to auto-tune and it's fine. And, I have a thing now where I won't use auto-tune on, the album. So there's nothing on there that's, I'm like, I'd rather just pick a take or a different pitch that it sounds good in my voice. Like, I want people to hear someone sing and say, oh, I can sing that too. To me, I think sometimes with music, it's like you have so many beautiful and amazing singers, and I just want to sing along, and I want something that I can sing to and feel beautiful about the imperfections in your voice. A lot of my music has the imperfections in there, and I think that that's, a little off pitch, a little out of tune. It's really about the energy that makes the song. It's not about it being perfect, and music is one thing that I get to express my imperfections in, and it makes them beautiful. And so music's always been on my list, of things that I really wanted to do. And now having so much time at our hands at home in COVID and not off shooting 6 movies a year. So I've had time to really work on my album and, figure out what I want to write about.
So do you feel, for a lot of artists, this time was interesting, obviously, for everybody, and it's nothing that anybody wanted. But I think, at least a lot of my friends that are artists, it was kind of a weird time because they could actually kind of shut off from the rest of the world and their normal hectic lives and dive into things that they've been putting off for a long time. So for you with COVID and dealing with that was a big advantage for your music, right?
Yeah, no, definitely a really big advantage. I think the biggest struggle with people in music right now is the fact that everyone makes their money off of performing.
Right.
And that you cannot do that everyone's like, fuck, in music, where it's, different in acting. We can go on a movie set and everyone's COVID tested and we're allowed to film, so I'm just excited for everyone to get back to work, the world to obviously open back up, and everyone to get back to performing.
We're getting there. You got to get those vaccines, people. We're getting there slowly but surely. So tell me about these 2 songs. Shake It came out a few weeks ago, and that video was incredible, and our Uncle Snoop posted about it and talked about it. It was amazing. Tell us about that song and how that came about.
Well, Shake It, that week we'd done so many really meaningful songs, really poetic songs, and I had been crying in the studio, and I stepped into the studio and Shake It, and I was like, today, guys, we are doing fun. This is what we were doing, okay? There is not going to be one tear expressed in this studio today.
Right.
This is what we were doing. Because you really need that release. And it's so interesting. The reason why I wanted to put out the song now was because I felt like we all needed that release. You know, we've all like, oh, everyone's in such a difficult place mentally right now that for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, you play Shake It and you can just relax. Yeah. Get down to the beat a little. And if you a baddie, you're like, hold on, give me another minute. So, yeah, that's also why I wanted to put it out now, because it's really just such a fun song, and also with the video that I directed. All the other videos, you know, you've seen Phantom. And,
which is,
you know.
You guys are going to be blown away by Phantom. We'll get into that,
but for Shake It, I just wanted to represent what the song was, which again was fun, letting loose, having a good time. So for Shake It, it was more when we were doing the video about catching me and Annabella in these sweet moments, catching us having fun, catching us in the real life of what we're doing, instead of just like, okay, now we really have to have camera here, now it has to be exactly here. You know, it was just about capturing the fun. And that's, I don't do a lot of music videos like that, but it's good to throw them in there sometimes.
Well, it goes back to what you said originally about wanting to just kind of be your authentic self and have that like rawness to it and just let loose and shake it.
And shake it.
What I did there? All right, so Phantom is a really great song, and as I said, the video is incredible, and you have a legend that joins you in that.
Melina
so tell us
Moy.
about that.
I'm so happy to have Melina on the song. I'm so lucky, and just to be in her presence and to have her think that my music was dope, to give me that sign off. You know, Phantom wasn't the only song she heard. It was just the one that she was like, this one I have to be on. And just to have her support, you know, it means so much from people that you look up to in the industry, like Snoop, you know, people when you have their support and they're like, yo, I want to hop on this next track. It's just, it's such like a giddy fangirl, like, oh my God. Like, and it just, it warms the heart so much, you know, to hear people that you admire you, you know, that just is like, it's so heartwarming.
So with that being said, who are some artists that inspire you? People that you really like look forward to? I want somebody that you listen to when you're getting ready. I want somebody that you're listening to on a drive.
Oh, here we go.
And I want somebody you listening to when you are shaking it.
Okay. Well, first, you know, I'll just list them down and you can put them in whatever order. YG, Big Sean, Joan Jett, Billy Squire, Chance the Rapper, Atmosphere. AC/DC. Every time. AC/DC, come on. Yeah. I feel like my music, you just split it down in half, and it's literally like rap and 80s punk rock shit. It's just like, there's not a lot of in-betweens for me.
Well, and it's awesome because you have such an eclectic group of friends. Like we have such an eclectic group of friends that like, depending on who we're with, we probably lean towards that side of music, so which is cool.
YG, like anytime like someone walks into a room and they're like, what kind of radio do you want to request? I'm like, YG radio every fucking time. Like, I'm just like, God, what, I'm Big Sean, what an amazing lyricist. And Atmosphere, what another amazing lyricist. You know, just so many, people that really inspire me. And Atmosphere, his music, his flow, his rhythm, what he likes to talk about, he's a big inspiration, I would say, for the album. It would be awesome to get him on something. Atmosphere.
We will work on that.
Send the tweets your way, Atmosphere.
We're coming for you. All right, so it is a big month this month. It's Women's International Month. So obviously, you know, the media and everybody, you know, it's an exciting time for women right now. And it's an exciting time for women to be empowered, and women are starting to do amazing things, and they're pretty much getting on that level playing
They're starting
field.
to get the chance to do amazing
Exactly,
things. Yeah.
exactly. So what are some stereotypes as a woman growing up in the industry that you've had to deal with in your career, and how have you combated those?
Me personally, I mean, there's just a long list of things, you know. It's like when I struggled with acne, cystic acne, and I was popping my pimples on Snapchat and showing people that this is hard, and trying everything I could get my hands on to help my skin. Anyone that struggled with cystic acne knows what I'm talking about. The tears, the times that they just cry in the mirror, every fucking photo, every headline, oh, she's on heroin, she's doing this, she must be on drugs, you only have that kind of acne if you're doing heroin. Like, everyone just branding me as like, you know, she's dirty, she's gross, she parties, she does this. And I'm like in the studio till 6 a.m. and they shoot me out of the studio. And they don't say I'm coming from the studio, no.
Right.
They say I'm coming from a club, and it's like,
Yeah.
someone, I want to go after them. You completely misprinted that it's not a club, that it's a fucking studio. Like, you know, another thing is like, you know, oh, Bella, you know, you tried so hard to grow out of your Disney image. Like, you're so risque. And it's like, do the math, people. When I was on Disney, I was 12. I'm 23 now. I mean, that is insane. No, this shit did not happen overnight. I grew up. It's called growing up. You just don't eat, like, people just want to put whatever they want on you. Oh, I'm photographed with my friend. I'm friends with males. We're friends. Someone prints a photo of us on a boat. They're like, oh yeah, they're dating. They're doing this.
Yeah.
Bella's just seen out with so many men all the time. Like, oh, you know, people just want to do whatever they're going to do all the time with women. Like, you know, and everyone gets it bad. But yeah, women,
Yes.
we get it bad.
Well, look, I mean, one of my favorite things about you is you're such an authentic person, and you're totally yourself, and you're incredibly brave, because even, you know, talking about like problems with your skin and popping pimple, like you're exposing yourself to the world, and you're showing people like, hey, I'm just a regular person, just like you, and people that struggle with that. So I think it's one of your best qualities, and I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. Another one I would always get is when I told people about my dyslexia. Oh, she's so dumb. She can't read. She can't write. She can't spell. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I'm out here literally writing scripts, writing books. Like, you guys are like crazy. Oh, you know, she's too white. She can't be Latina. Why does she have a quinceañera? Like, she's not Latina. Like, you motherfuckers. Like, and it's so crazy. You know, it's not even the Latinas that say it. It's
Of course
it's
not.
literally the Caucasians that are like, no, honey, you are a white girl. And you're just like, how can you just try and take that away from me in 5 seconds with your one sentence? Like, yeah, like there's just so many things.
Well, your ability to spell is the least of my concerns, because I know you can count your money, and you've been counting a lot of money, so I'm proud of you. So that wraps it up. Thanks. Did you snort a little bit? Did you just snort a little? Did I make you snort?
Yeah.
That wraps it up here at the Triller House in Miami. I'm Davo. This is the amazing Bella Thorne. Check her out on Thriller.
Yes. Also, my song, please pre-save it. Please pre-order it on iTunes and all the platforms that you have. Listen to it on Triller. Shake it. Make videos I can watch. I want to see them. Please. It would mean the world to me. Really, though. It really does mean the world to me.
All right, guys. It's that time. We are now going to go up on the roof of the Triller House in Miami and check out Miss Bella Thorne do her thing and shake it.
Yes. I'm so excited.